Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Monday morning, August 24th. And why do I always do this? When I say this, I want to say what day it is in the Big Brother house. And then I'm like, I haven't figured it out. I don't know. It's been 2.5 weeks about. Just shy of, well, actually 5, so 19, day 19, day 20. Man, it seems longer than that, doesn't it? But no, there we have it. That's where we're at. We're at roughly day 19, day 20, somewhere in there. And Kaser and Janelle are nominated. Cody won the power veto. Not planning on using it. So it seems like Janelle is the likely one to go. And I'm not like rooting for one particular person or anything. I think Janelle is more interesting for drama in the house than Kaser. I don't think Kaser is just gonna do much once Janelle is gone. I really don't think he has anybody who wants to attach themselves to him as much, and I just don't see him as being as strong of a competitor in just the sense. I think Janelle is more interesting on the show, but I think Janelle's going. I haven't heard it brought up yet, and I tweeted about it last night, that this will be 3 women in a row that'll go. I haven't heard any of the women complain about it. I mean, I know I heard it mentioned at one point last week when it was going to be Nicole was going to be the second to go. But now we're at Janelle being the third woman to go. So there's going to be 8 men left and 5 women. Is anybody going to care? Are any of the women going to care? Or are they perfectly happy to eliminate all the women? We know where Nicole stands, whether she admits it or not. She's perfectly fine getting rid of all the other women. At least that's what we've assigned her. We've assigned that attribute to her, that is the thing that she does, is gets rid of all the other women. Janelle hasn't used that as an argument that I've heard yet. I think Davon and Bailey are a little bit worried, but Davon and Bailey aren't in very strong positions. They're kind of on an island. And then you have Christmas and Danielle. And I think Danielle is perfectly fine being in an alliance with all guys. So I'm talking myself out of the possibility that the women are going to say, wait a minute, we need to get rid of a guy this week. So, yeah, I think Janelle's going. And I don't know if Janelle will participate in Big Brother once she gets out of the house. Like, will she actively, tweet her opinions or talk about stuff? I have no idea. And I don't particularly care. I mean, I'm always one of, whatever, once they're out of the house. They're out of the house. They're not playing any more than we're playing once they're out of the house, so. I think there's any chance they're going to hold back Janelle as a possible comeback and say, well, the first 2 didn't, but now we'll have Janelle come back. I mean, I haven't heard from Nicole Anthony since she got out of the house. I have not heard a peep. And I don't follow her, so I don't know if she's been saying things. I don't know if she's on a podcast. I know absolutely nothing. I know that Keisha said stuff, but as it turns out, Keisha's Twitter account that everyone attributes to Keisha is actually not her. It's somebody else running it, but she endorses it. So you've got Cody and Tyler, Danielle, Enzo. They seem to be, to me, the core alliance group of people that are pretty damn strong, and that's who somebody's got to attack if they want to break things up at all. And I don't see it happening. I don't see Ian doing anything. Nicole Franzel is perfectly happy. She probably thinks she's in better shape than she is, and people will take her along. I don't think any of these people are stupid enough to let a previous winner get to the final two. It's just a matter of when they're going to pull the trigger. But I think the first time somebody, once they get a couple more going, and they go like, you know what, now we got to get rid of Danielle, or get rid of Nicole. They'll agree and they go, yep, you know what, we got to go. So, I don't know. I'm certainly not on the edge of my seat watching this season. I did watch last night's episode, so I've watched 2 episodes in a row now. I'm doing good. The best part of last night's episode was Nicole Franzel saying that she nominated Janelle for a have-not because she talks about her. Now, I'm also 1,000% sure that there was more exchange between Janelle and Nicole, and CBS blocked it all, so we didn't see it. Because they kept the feeds down for 3 hours. I mean, they aren't letting us. I mean, did they let us watch the have-not picks last week? I don't know. I don't know if right after Keisha got it, or after Keisha, or after Nicole. Well, after Keisha got evicted, I don't know if they let us see the have-not selection. I don't think they did. So that's another thing they're now blocking from us, because they used to do it where they do the slop reveal or the extra food reveal, and then they would do that. We would get to see that. Now we don't get to see this. One more thing they're taking away. But that's how it goes. You take away more and more and more. Okay. Don't mean to be a negative Nelly. We need to fast forward a couple of weeks to get rid of a couple more of these people, because they're just plain. But I don't know. I really think that Tyler, Cody, Danielle, and Enzo, that's a pretty solid core group. And I would not be surprised if 3 out of 4 of them make it to the final 4. I mean, if all 4 of them make it, I would be surprised. But I won't say it's beyond the realm of possibility. They're just a pretty. They seem to be pretty in control, and so yeah. I don't have a feeling. I don't know. Maybe Memphis will stir things up a little bit. Maybe. Hopefully you guys have listened to our podcast from Saturday. Just shy of 2 hours. We're getting shorter and shorter. We were like over 3, and then we were just over 3, and then we were just over 2, and now we're under 2. But honestly, it's because not a whole lot has gone on. There's not been a whole lot to talk about. My guess is we'll have more to talk about once Janelle is gone. Assuming Janelle. If Janelle stays, we'll definitely have more to talk about. But if Cody or Tyler, or not Tyler can't, but if Cody or Danielle or, somebody else has got to win a head of household. Right now, having Cody, Memphis, Tyler win head of household. I mean, Memphis brought a little bit of drama because he wouldn't share what he was doing with the others, but they need someone else. Definitely doesn't need to be one of those 3 winning the next set of household, or Cody or Memphis, I guess, because Tyler won't be eligible. And we'll have a new power, whatever this new thing will be on Friday. I mean, they're thinking it'll be a power. I don't know if it'll be a voting thing. And I don't know if I really want America to vote. I don't know how America's going to vote at this point. There may be people that are just loving Tyler's game. Loving the new school people versus the old school. Another thing that happened at some point this weekend, which I wouldn't mind getting the audio clip to talk about it, but is Tyler said something to the effect of, he did more of this old school versus new school stuff, where he said something, I get, and I should really find it, something to the effect of that old school feeds were boring. And I never went back to find the origin of this. I just know that Hamster Watch was going off on it, and she was constantly listing all the things that happened on live feeds in previous seasons that weren't boring. And, you know, as kind of a dig at Tyler. And I just found it amusing that Tyler was just laying out in the backyard all yesterday afternoon, you know, sunning himself as people were spouting off reasons that the live feeds didn't used to be boring, and Tyler's just laying there. Now, of course, in previous seasons, people laid out in the sun a lot. And frankly, there were a lot of times when the older live feeds were boring too. But just the whole, you know, it's the old, you know, that used to be boring. We're the exciting ones, or people want to watch us now. That's not the way we play, or right. You can throw it right in with a good person needs to win, as far as those things you just don't even say. Don't criticize the people that made it possible for you to be on the show. In essence, have a little respect, even though that sounds kind of like, really, that's what we're going. But you know what? There is some truth to it. It's like, guys, don't you realize? But Tyler doesn't care. Tyler's like, yeah. Angela said, you know, we're not tweeting. We're not using Twitter anymore. We're just sticking to Instagram. It's one of those, yeah, we're Twitter is a useless, you know, this is their attitude. Twitter is no good for discussing, so we're just going to go off to Instagram. And I'm a Twitter only person, so, and I don't follow Tyler anyway, so I don't really care. But, I don't know. There's something about dissing, as it were, previous seasons. It's like just not my style. But you know what? That's what I used to always tell my kid, one of my kids, about my attitude about athletics. So here's a sports story for you all of you big sports people, and this goes back to the 1980s. Walter Payton for the Chicago Bears, legendary running back, and when he would score a touchdown, he wasn't doing a dance in the end zone. He wasn't, you know, doing any kind of crazy antics. He would put the ball down and run back to the huddle. That would be about it. I mean, he might high-five somebody on the way back, but that was it. It's like, okay, I did the thing, now we're going to keep playing. And that's how I always feel like you should carry yourself in a lot of things. Just do it and let the act speak for itself. And so I almost look at Tyler talking about, you know, old school was boring. It's almost the same kind of thing of, you know what, you're just dancing on top of that group of people like you're so much better than them. And frankly, let's be honest, Tyler doesn't make good live feeds. Tyler is not someone that you tune in to watch on the live feeds. Now, he's got some great moves, but he's not some live feeds. Oh my God, I can't wait to watch, you know, Tyler go off on the live feeds. Tyler's never gone off. So, all right. Enough moaning and groaning and complaining and all that good stuff. It is Monday, and we'll see. The Power Veto ceremony will be this afternoon. Cody's not going to use it, so we'll see what happens. There is talk of trying to keep Kaser, but it's 11 votes. I don't think they're going to pull off 6 votes to keep him, and I'm not even going to start to try to go down the list. But you know, there's a pretty solid group that is like, we got to get rid of Janelle, and there's enough women that don't care about the women getting in a minority because they're perfectly happy as long as they're one of the women that are left that I don't think Janelle has a chance. And then Kaser could be next up. Could be. If he wins that household, it'll be interesting. I would have guessed if Kaser wins, he'll go after Nicole. He'll try to avenge Janelle's eviction, which could make for a fun week. Eventually, Nicole's going to be on the block, and she's going to be a wreck. And it could be interesting to watch. And with that, I am signing off. What are you doing, person? Okay, thank you. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Again, it is Monday here. It's Monday everywhere. Is it Monday? It's already, actually it's Tuesday in part of the world already. So, but for me, it's Monday. And the start of a new week. And it could be a very, very busy week for me. Hopefully it's not as crazy as I suspect it might be. We're going to know in just a second. So let's ride with me. Let's see how the parking situation is. Let's see how many people have showed up today, because this will be very telling on what's going to happen here. Is it going to be a crazy, much busier than last week? Okay, we're pulling into the parking area, and much fuller parking, a little bit busier. It is definitely fuller than last week, but still not as full as it could be. So we'll go with has the potential to be crazy busy. I don't know. Definitely more cars here than previously. Where am I going? I'm trying to think of where I'm parking. Oh, I know where I'm going. All right. With that, I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great day. Have a great Monday. And I will talk to you all later. Tomorrow for sure. Later today? Probably not. Tomorrow for sure. See you guys. Bye-bye.